So in the last video, we've discussed about different data types in Java. If you haven't checked that video out, please go and check it out. So in this video, we're going to discuss different operators in Java. So let's get started. So there are 5 types of operators in Java, which are arithmetic operators, bitwise operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, and logical operators. So arithmetic operators are nothing but plus, minus, into, divided by, and modulus operator. You might have learnt all of them in your grade 4 maybe. Now let us see how we use them in Java. Now we've opened the Eclipse IDE. Let's go to File. First, let's create a new package called operators. Let's create a class called let's name this as arithmetic operator. Now let us consider int a equals 45, b equals 63. Now we'll consider one more variable called c, which equals a plus b. Now let's print out. Let's print out C. See, 108 value is displayed here. So what happened here was we've declared a variable called A and given a value 45, and B we have given a value 63. We have added both of them and we have stored in a variable called C, and we have printed out C. So the value here is 108. So now let's subtract both of them. A minus B. You got the answer minus 18 here. And now to multiply, use star here. 2835. Now let us divide both of them. Let's do it divided by 8. Okay. Here it is displaying the value 1. Actually you should get the value 1 point something something, but you got the value 1 because it is an int, so we get a floor value here. Floor value is nothing but the value doesn't have any 1 point something something, that point thing won't be there, and the before one will only be displayed. So the 1 is only displayed here. So in order to get the total value here, we need to use double. We'll see what happens. Double C equals b divided by a. Now it has showed 1.0 here. Why? Because b is an int, b is stored in int variable, and a is also stored in int variable. So int divided by int, we are just storing it in a double variable, that which is c. So simply we are dividing int by int, so the answer is int, and we just stored it in double, so we got 1.0. So we need to convert these into double variables. So for that we need to declare them explicitly. So that is double B divided by double double B divided by double A. Now we will get that 1.4. Okay, so these are the basic operations which we have done here using 4 basic operators. Now let us look at modulo operator. Modulo operator is nothing but this percentage symbol is called modulo operator. We'll see int c equals b modulo a. So when we use the division operator, it returns quotient, but when we use the modulo operator, it returns the remainder. Okay, so let us see what this returns here. Showing 18. So when we divide 45 and 63, the remainder which we get is 18. For example, let us take 4 and 2. Take this as 4 and multiply this as 0. See, 2 divided by 4, you get the remainder 0. So I guess you got a clear picture of this. Now let's discuss about one more thing, which is plus plus and minus minus. For example, we have int a equals 2. Now let's take another integer, int c equals plus plus a. Now what it does is, this is going to do c equals a plus 1. So it should actually print out 3. Now let's see. It is printed out 3. Now the minus minus would do the reverse. It is going to subtract 1 from it. So it should actually do a minus 1, which is 1. So that is all about arithmetic operators. Next we will discuss what bitwise operators are. In bitwise operators we have AND and OR cases. So these are truth tables. In AND table, I guess some of people might have a good idea about this, and some people might not have idea about this. Okay, so in AND table, it is like if both cases are true, then it is true. If even a single case is false, then the total thing is false. Okay, as you could see there, 0 0 is 0 and 1 1 is 1. And even if a single case is false, it is showing false. Okay, and in OR table, it is the reverse of it. Even if one case is true, then the whole thing is true. If two cases are false, then it is false. Now let us see how bitwise operators are used in Java in our Eclipse IDE. Now let's create a class called bitwise operators. Int a equals for example, let's take 18. Int b equals 17. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use AND operator. So AND is ampersand symbol, a ampersand b, a ampersand b. So let us see how this works first. So a is 18. So 18, the number 18, when you write it in binary, we write it as 10010. This is how you write it in binary. Well, many of you might have not, many of you don't are not aware of how to write this number in binary. I'll explain that in the next video. For now, you just understand how this AND operator works. I'll explain how the binary to decimal and decimal to binary conversion is done. So the number 17 is written as 1. Yes. So this is how you write it. So what we are doing here is we are doing A and B. So you know how AND operator works. So AND operator is, how do you do that? Even if there is one false statement, it is totally false. So we'll come from the right hand side, okay? Okay, I will not write it here because it might not be easy. Okay, so 0 1. 0 1 is 0, and then okay, 0 1 is 0, 1 0 is also 0, and then 0 0 is 0, 0 0 is 0, and 1 1 is 1. So you get this number, you get C equals 1 0 0 0 0. So this number, when you convert this into a decimal number, this should be equal to, this number will be equal to 16. Again, don't worry about how to convert decimal into binary and binary into decimal. We'll discuss this thing later on. For now, we'll just look at how AND operator works. Okay, now let us see if the answer is 16 or not. Okay, so this out, see, yes, the answer is 16. So this is how AND operator works. Now let us see how OR operator works. We'll take those same numbers. Or for OR you use this pipe symbol. Pipe is this straight line. You call this pipe. Okay, so we'll see how OR operator works here. So OR operator is reverse to AND, where even one true case, the whole case is true. So 0 1 is 1, and 1 0 is 1, 0 0 is 0, 0 0 is 0, 1 1 is 1. So 1 0 0 1, 1 0 0 1, when you convert it into decimal, it should be 19. So let us see whether the number we get is 19 or not. Yes, the number is 19. So this is how AND and OR operators work. This is how bitwise operators work. And there is one more concept, that is right shift and left shift. We'll see how right shift works and how left shift works. For example, let us consider only this number 18. 18, if it is right shifted one time, if you right shift this 18 one time, so what happens here is this number 0 will, you just remove this number 0 here and put a 0 here. Okay, see, you just remove this number 0 and put a 0 here. Not this 0, you need to remove this 0 and put one 0 here. So that would be 0 1 0 0 1. And one more time, if you right shift this number, what should you do? You need to remove this number and put a 0 here. That is 0 0 1 0 0. Remove this number and put a 0 here. So 0 0, yeah, 1 0 0. One more time, if you right shift, what is gonna happen? Remove this 0 here and put a 0 here. That is 0 0 0 1 0. And if you one more time right shift this thing, it is going to be 0 0 0 0 1. And one more right shift will be total 0 0 0 0. How many zeros? 5 zeros. 3 4 5, yeah, 5 zeros. And after this, if you go on doing it, it will be 5 zeros only. So what happens here is, when you're right shifting 18 one time, it is 18 divided by 2, which is 9. Then 9 divided by 2, which is how much is it? 4.5. So you need to take the floor value here. So this value is 4, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 divided by 1 is, it just goes on that way. And it stops at 0 here. Let us see how that happens here. In order to right shift, we use this symbol. Now let us see what it shows. Right shift it one side. See, this value is 18. So 18 divided by 2. Now this value, when you convert this into decimal, it is 9. Let us right shift it 2 times. 9 divided by 2. 2 is 4.5, but when you take the floor value, it is showing 4 here. So this is how you do right shifting. And left shifting is quite opposite to this. That is, the value gets doubled up. So if you do, let's do it one time. If you do left shift here, 36, 18 into 2, 36. So this is how bitwise operators work. Now let's see what comparison operators are. Assignment operators are nothing but it is used to assign some value to something. For example, int a equals 2. So you are assigning the value 2 to a variable a. So these are all the assignment operators: plus, equal to, minus, equal to. So we'll check them out in Eclipse IDE. I've created a class called assignment operators here. Now let's check out what assignment operators are. I'll take a value int a equals 10. So if you write a plus equals 5. So what this does is a equals a plus 5. So instead of writing a equals a plus 5, we are writing a plus equals 5. Now let's print this out. This out a. See, it has printed out a value called 15 here. So if we do a minus equals 5, it simply subtracts 5 from the original value. Just 5. You can do all sorts of things with this, like a into 5. A divided by 5. We can even use AND or OR operators here. So if I do a and 5, so what it does is, now the value of a is 10. So 10 and 5. We'll see what the value is. So simply doing this way. The answer we get is 0. So we could do all sorts of operation with this comparison operators. Now next, all sorts of operations with this assignment operators. So next we'll check out what comparison operators are. So comparison operators is like the name itself says, we compare two things. So greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to, and not equal to. These are all the comparison operators. Now let's see how they are used in Java in our Eclipse IDE. Here I have created a class called comparison operators. Now in order to compare two numbers, we'll take two numbers first. Int a equals 21 and int b equals 35. So we'll take one int c equals a greater than b. So we'll print out c. See, it is showing false here because 21 is not greater than 35, so it is showing false. Now we'll print out less than here. It is showing true here. Now we'll check whether a is equal to b or not. In order to check whether two things are equal to or not, we need to put two equal to symbols, not one equal to. Let's see. It should print false. Yes, it has printed false. Now we'll check whether a is not equal to b or not. In order to check whether it's not equal to b, we need to use this bang and equal to. It is showing true. So this is how we check. This is how we compare two numbers using comparison operators in Java. So in this video we have discussed about different data types in Java. While I was discussing about the bitwise operators, many of you might have not been aware of how to convert binary into decimal and decimal into binary. So in the next video, we'll cover up binary conversions in Java. Thank you everyone for watching this video. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. We'll meet in the next one.